is a place where I love to be. Look in a book, here's a story for you. Who makes stories when the day is through? Who makes stories when the day is through? Story makers, working through the night till the rising sun. Story makers, stories are fabulous, stories are fun.
Webster Wordsworth.
Shelley and Jackson,
Working through the night till the rising sun. Story makers, stories are fabulous, stories are fun. Come and be a story maker.
I think it is time to go home, everybody. Are you ready?
Yes.
Everybody packed up?
Yes.
Good boy. Well done, Adam.
Story makers. Story makers. Story makers.
It's midnight in the library. Hello.
Time for all story makers to come out. Are you ready?
The sun is down, the stars are bright, story makers come out at night. Hello, I'm Webster Wordsworth, magical musical story maker with stories at my fingertips.
Oh, here they are, Jackson. Yes. Oh, hello. Today the children in the library were making Jack and Jill cookies.
Yes, and they were using these cookie cutters.
Yes.
Now, this one is a Jill cutter, and I'm going to use that one.
Yeah, and this one is a Jack
Yes.
one, and I want that one.
Jack and Jill, eh?
Hello,
Webster.
Webster.
I know that one. Oh, Jack and Jill
Jack and Jill
went up the hill
went up the hill
to fetch a pail
To fetch a pail
of water.
water.
Jack fell down
Jack fell down
and broke his crown,
and broke his crown.
and Jill came tumbling
Jill came tumbling
after.
After.
That was
Yes,
And
it
you were
was.
so good, my little treasures.
Yes.
Oh, now, why don't we make some stories?
Oh, can't we make some cookies first?
Yes, please, can we, Webster?
Well, it just so happens I do enjoy a bit of baking.
Oh, can you make the pastry?
Well, I usually do it like this. Ta-da!
What do we have to do first, Webster?
Well, what you have to do first is to go and wash your hands, put your aprons on, and whilst you're doing that, I'll be making a story.
Okay.
Okay, come on, Jelly.
A cooking story, perhaps? Now, this should do nicely. And now I'll put the bowl into the story machine. Now we need something from you, story maker. Do you know what it is? Yes, imagination. Get your fingers ready. Imagine. Imagine. Imagine a story. Oh, it's a playbook. And it's called Our Topsy-Turvy Cake. Hey, my name is Becky. And my name is Jake. And today we're planning to bake a cake. But what kind of cake would it be? Watch us closely and you will see. There's lots of ingredients we shall need. The eggs are very important indeed. After cracking the eggs, the salt goes in. Make sure the eggshells go in the bin. Jake beats and whisks. Oh, this is fun. It won't be long before the mixture's done. Very soon, we shall need some flour. But meanwhile, we grate the lemon. It tastes tangy and sour. We then add eggs to the butter. But what kind of cake will it be, I hear you mutter? You'll have to wait until we've added the rest. Ooh, here comes the sugar, which I like the best. Our mixture is now looking all thick and floppy. As it goes in the bowl, it's very sloppy. The flour is the next thing that we add to this. Then the eggs and butter, which we mustn't miss. It's now time for Mummy to melt the margarine. Then she adds the sugar, the most I've ever seen. Meanwhile, we stir the mixture more and more, stirring and stirring until our arms become sore. There's a delicious cake to be made from this mess. The pineapple is a clue, so can you guess? We place the juicy pineapple in the tray. Then Mummy puts some mixture on top to lay. On top of that goes our gloopy mix. We pat it down with a spoon to tidy and fix. Then into the oven goes our surprise, ready to bake and ready to rise. We wait and wait for our cake to bake. It seems to have taken so long to make. Once out of the oven, the cake looks yummy. We wait for it to cool before filling our tummy. Then, Mummy turns the cake out onto a plate. Ooh, quick! Bring it over here, Mum, before it's too late. I think it's time to show them now, Jake. Our big surprise is a pineapple upside-down cake.
Oh, you know what? I would love to make an upside-down cake.
Oh, but I thought you said you wanted to make some Jack and Jill cookies, my little jelly willy.
Oh, yeah, I want to make those as well.
Oh.
Yes. Oh, Jackson! Webster, he's already started.
Well, Bush. Oh, it's very difficult. Doesn't seem to be very flat and big.
Oh, would you like some help, my little marshmallow?
Oh, yes, please, Webster.
Right,
Make
then.
sure you get it nice and flat, because
yes,
that's what the
I
children
will.
had to do.
No, you must roly, 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 roly. I think that should be just about right. There we are.
Can we do the cutting bit now, Webster?
Oh, all right, Jellykins. Now, what you have to do is this. You place it just there, right close to the edge. Press down firmly and take the cutter away and ta-da! One little boy cookie.
Yeah, it's a Jack cookie.
Oh, yes, of course, a Jack cookie.
Right, well, I want to make a Jill cookie.
all right, here
with
we
my
are.
Jill cookie cutter.
That's it.
There, push it.
Firmly
Press
down.
it down.
Push it
There.
Oh,
I made a Jill cookie.
excellent.
Yeah, it's very lovely, Jackson.
Thank you, Jelly.
Now, I tell you what,
What?
you two carry on cutting out some cookies and I'll go and get the tray to do some baking on.
Okay.
Right, make some more cookies.
Okay.
We can do another Jill cookie.
Yes,
There.
that's
Right.
nice.
Now, I think I'll make a Jack now.
No, it's my turn.
Oh, no, Jelly. Jack is for Jackson.
Yes, but Webster gave it to me.
No, Jelly, I will have
No.
the Jack. No, I
No,
will. I will.
Jackson,
No.
it's from me. No, now look what you've done.
It wasn't me.
Yes, it was. You tried to grab the Jack cookie cutter and it flied off into the story machine.
Well, maybe we'd better make a story with it.
Yeah, all right.
Come on, then.
Will you help us?
Join in with the magic words.
Imagine, imagine, imagine a story. Oh, it's a three-bear story.
Oh, and it's called The Flying Pie.
There's a house in the woods that's cozy and neat, where 3 furry creatures are waiting to eat. The porridge is ready. Hip, hip, hooray! But who will come for breakfast with the 3 bears today? Poor Father Bear. All he wanted was some peace in the morning to eat his breakfast. But who could that be knocking at the door? Baby Bear skipped over to answer it.
If it's Goldilocks, tell her to come back later. She's a proper nuisance,
said Father Bear. But it wasn't Goldilocks, it was a little girl and a little boy.
Hiya, I'm Jill, and this is my brother Jack.
Hello, said the little boy.
Oh, no! What are you doing down there?
I've done it again. Oh, no.
You've bumped your knee.
You're right. Really, Jack, you are so clumsy. That's the second bump you've had this morning. It's lucky I'm carrying the custard pies.
Custard
pies?
Said the bears.
Yum. Aye. We've just been up the hill to fetch them, but Jack fell down and bumped his head. Come here, mate boy, and I'll put some porridge poultices on those bumps of yours,
said Mother Bear softly. Jack limped towards her, but tripped and knocked the box of pies flying.
They're all squished. You are so clumsy. Don't call me clumsy.
Right. Jack flung a pie at Jill, but she ducked and splat! It hit Baby Bear.
That tastes good.
Oh, now then, young lady, don't you go away. Don't you
Before
dare.
Father Bear could say another word, Baby Bear hurled the pie at Jack, but the pie hit Father Bear.
I haven't had a custard pie for years. Yum. Here, Mother, you have a taste.
Oh, really, Father? How childish. But they do taste sweet. We haven't tasted them yet.
Whined Jack and Jill.
You will soon.
Giggled Baby Bear.
I don't believe it. That was a good shot, Baby Bear.
Let the pies fly.
Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch some custard pies. Jack did fall and squished them all. Then how the pies did fly!
Squished custard pies taste ever so nice.
But I'd rather have me porridge.
Porridge? Yes, please.
They all sat down to a porridgey feast, and Mother Bear added a special treat.
It's marshmallow pillows today.
Marshmallow pillows. Yum, yum. Tuck in, everyone.
Oh, what a mess.
Yes, but it looked like sticky fun.
Yes, it did, didn't it? Oh, hello, Jelly, and how are you getting on?
Well, there, I've finished.
Oh, they're lovely, Jelly, but why have you only made two?
Oh, well, Webster, it's because the Jack has disappeared.
Oh, well, there's nothing wrong with Jill's.
No.
Shall we cook them now?
Oh, yes, please, Webster.
Yes,
This
cook
calls for a bit of magic. I love the smell of freshly baked cakes.
But Jelly, what's wrong with that one on the end?
Oh, well, it went a bit blubbly when I cut it out.
Oh, never mind, Jelly. I think we should use it for...
The story machine!
Of
Oh, yeah.
course! Off you go!
Thank you, Webster. One gone wrong cookie to make a story. Are you ready to help with your imaginations? Imagine, imagine, imagine a story.
Oh, it's a blue cow story.
Ooh, and it's called Blue Cow Bakes a Cake. In a field not far away is a herd of cows grazing quietly. One of the cows is most unusual. Blue Cow wonders about the big world beyond her field. One day, Blue Cow smelt the delicious smell of fresh baking carried on the breeze. I wonder what it's like to bake a cake. She's off again, said the other cows. So Blue Cow caught the bus that stops beside her field. I'd like a ticket to a cake baking place, please. There you go, madam. Hold very tight. And they set off for a kitchen. And then they arrived. Ooh, this looks like a baking sort of place, said Blue Cow, looking at the kitchen table. Laid out on it was a recipe book, along with eggs, butter, sugar, flour, and baking powder. Just then, 2 children came running into the kitchen, followed by an old lady. Hello, I'm Blue Cow. I wonder if I could help you with your baking.
Oh, if you like,
said the old lady.
But you'll have to wash your hooves first.
Hello, said the little boy. I'm Tom. This is my sister Lucy, and this is my Granny Alice.
Come on,
called Granny.
I need someone to break the eggs and mix the ingredients.
Moo-wee, mooed Blue Cow enthusiastically, and she cracked the eggs into the bowl, shells and all. Oh dear, said Tom.
Now some flour.
Blue Cow tipped in the whole packet. Whoops, said Lucy.
And now just a little bit of baking powder to make the cake rise.
Blue Cow poured in the whole tin. Then she added the butter and sugar and stirred it all round.
Dear me,
said Granny.
That's not quite what I meant.
Moo, sorry,
Never mind,
said Granny, putting the cake into the oven. Almost immediately, the mixture started to rise. It grew and grew. It grew so big that it soon burst out of the oven and then out of the house, and still it kept on growing, with Blue Cow and Granny and the 2 children stuck on the top. Finally, it stopped. Moo dear, said Blue Cow, looking at Granny.
Ah, well, I've got enough cake now to last me a lifetime.
You'll never guess where I've been. Where have you been? I've been baking an enormous cake. Everyone knows that cows can't bake cakes, but we know they can, don't we?
Oh, what a ginormous cake!
Yes, it must have been the biggest cake in the world.
Ah, well, my little friends, it's getting light.
There's one cookie left. Who's going to have it?
Oh, the librarian, of course.
A cookie for the librarian.
But now, my little treasures, dawn is upon us, the morning is nigh, we've made our stories, and we bid you goodbye.
Story makers, working through the night till the rising sun. Story makers,
Goodbye for now.
Come back and see us soon.
Goodbye, story maker. Thanks for helping.